I drove out to Jersey. I dumped the body in a swamp. They recovered it 6 months ago.
If Brenda shot this guy in self-defense, why the cover-up?
Well, because if I filed a report, the Balkan would find out that Brenda killed his son. She'd be a target. He'd come after her just like he is now.
At least she gave Brenda 3 years apiece.
Well, if you can call it that, she was safe, but she still had to live with the fact that she killed somebody.
Yeah, if she hadn't have shot Alexander, you'd be dead. You both did what you had to do.
Well, the department, I don't think is going to see it that way.
Well, screw the department. You were assigned to protect Brenda, and that's what you did.
Yeah, I broke a hell of a lot of boundaries in the process.
Well, Mac won't be hearing about it from me.
It's actually Carly I'm more worried about. She thinks we're hiding something, an affair. She keeps digging, she's going to find the truth.
Yeah, it's almost impossible to keep Carly quiet. Can you do something about that?
I'm trying, but right now the bigger threat is the Balkan.
Okay, look, the Balkan started coming after Brenda after his son's body was found. So prior to that, it doesn't sound like he knew that he was dead, or much less how it even happened.
So what put the Balkan on Brenda's trail then?
Brenda was involved with Alexander at the time he disappeared. Now, the Balkan may not think that Brenda was the one who killed his son, but he's counting on the fact that she knows who did. Why don't you start with the coroner's office, see if anyone came forward to ID the body?
If that doesn't pan out, we can follow the money. Brenda said the guy was loaded, threw stacks of cash around everywhere, so that money's got to come from somewhere. I'm guessing it was his father.
Yeah, and we have to figure out where Alexander lived in Europe, maybe track down an address, start talking to some people.
Well, according to the morgue records, nobody came by to claim the body. I'm looking to see if the police recovered any personal effects.
Well, I recovered his wallet, and I burned it after I dumped the body.
Is there anything inside?
Nothing. Cash.
You know, maybe Jack isn't a dead end after all.
I went through every file on the Balkan. There's no one that came up by the name of Jack.
What if it's not a first name?
I know, it's been a while. Yeah, I mean, is there any chance that one of you guys called out sick? I just need to pick up one shift. Yeah, another case, cheating spouses, of course. Pays the bills. What can I say? Yeah? Okay, it'll be the same deal as before. Just I'll do one set and then we'll split the tips. Is that good? All right, I'll go get my stuff. I'll be yeah, I know, I'll be there shortly. Thanks.
All Siobhan heard was the name Jack. So there's no reason to assume it had to be a first name.
No, you're right. It could easily be a last name, a family name.
So the guy we're looking for, maybe his last name is Jax.
Hold on.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm gonna have a mother-daughter conference.
Oh, what's going on?
You gotta stop.
Could you be a little bit more specific?
To stop trying to fix me up with Mac.
Really?
Really?
What do you mean? What, you'd rather be with somebody like Jerry Jacks?
Let me get this.
But Jasper Jacks is connected to the Balkan.
No, not Jack's. His brother, Jerry. Here, check this out.
Oh, wow, assault with a deadly weapon, arms dealing, arson, espionage. So this is the guy who held everyone hostage at the Metro Court?
Yeah, he shot Robin and Max, and he's responsible for my father's heart attack.
And with Jax's help, Jerry managed to duck prosecution for the Metro hostage crisis. Jax couldn't control him. And when things got too hot for Jerry in Port Charles, he faked his death and disappeared.
Jax is crazy about Brenda. He let his brother hurt her?
Well, Jerry will do anything if the price is right.
Or if he wants something. And terrorizing Brenda is just a way to get it.
Obviously, Jerry Jacks was a mistake, but we're not talking about Jerry Jacks, are we? We were talking about Mac. And I know you weren't the only one behind these little what a coincidence throw-togethers, because your sisters are in on this too.
Did you have a good time on Thanksgiving?
I did.
Okay, did you like the fact that Mac was there?
I like Mac very much.
Then what's the problem?
There's no spark.
What do you mean you haven't really even given him a chance?
Yes, I have. Sometimes there's no spark.
No
there's
spark.
No spark.
What are you talking about? You want a spark like a Jerry Jacks kind of spark?
There was a spark before I found out he was a psychopath.
Do you even hear yourself right now?
I've learned to tune myself out. And you are not one to cast aspersions, daughter. You do not have the most discerning taste in men.
No, I did not, but I've wised up. I'm actually with somebody who respects me.
I know, like Mac respects me.
Right, unlike somebody like Jerry Jacks who would do whatever, say whatever.
All right, enough with Jerry Jacks, all right? It was the biggest mistake of my long history of terrible relationships. I'm glad he's gone. I thank every day that I never have to see him again. Enough with him, all right? That has nothing to do with the fact that I don't want you to fix me up with Mac anymore.
Jerry Jacks is a mercenary. He's a sociopath. He'll do anything for money.
Oh, I can see why the Balkan would want Jerry here. He knows the people. He knows his way
Yeah,
around.
he might be able to hide in plain sight. It would be a big game to him. He could try to get to Brenda through Jacks.
Well, maybe we're overthinking this here. Maybe the Balkan didn't hire Jerry Jacks. Maybe Jerry Jacks is the Balkan. Because we don't think Jerry Jacks could be the Balkan.
No, I'm not ruling anything out. I mean, we know the Balkan is based in Eastern Europe.
And Jerry spends a lot of time there.
On the other hand, how would he be able to raise the hell he did here and run a syndicate over there? And why would he bother? I mean, the hostage situation, I mean, he wouldn't risk handling that personally.
No, it wasn't supposed to happen. Jerry wanted to steal a briefcase from the vault, and an alarm got tripped. Jerry was trapped, and that's when he took the hostages. The whole thing was completely unplanned.
Is he old enough to have a grown son?
He's older than Jax.
Well, according to these records, Jerry's been basically on his own and causing trouble from the time he was about 18. Look, bottom line is, if Jerry Jacks is the Balkan, this changes everything.
I have unresolved issues with my father.
Clearly.
Well, I go for unattainable men, then I try to change them and save them, and no amount of therapy in the world is going to be able to untangle that mess.
Well, how about that? All right, you want to know what I think? Probably not, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I think that you go for the Jerry Jackses of the world because there's no chance at any real future. You can't ever really invest in a man like that. I think you make such bad choices that you're never really going to make a good choice.
You're a genius.
Oh, come on. Really, it's self-sabotage. I know, because I've been there. If you focus on somebody like Jerry, you're never going to take a real commitment with somebody really great like Mac.
You're right, but it's easier said than done.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna take this.
All right, well, thank you for caring about your dear old mom.
Of course I care, and if Mac calls...
I will say yes,
Okay,
Mac.
well,
I'll go out with
hoping
you.
that he calls. Bye.
Bye.
Drive safe. Hello? Really? Well, because I was just on my way out the door, but... Okay. Well, that's fine. I mean, you know you still have to pay me for the night. All right, then. Okay, talk to you soon. Thank you for coming over.
I thought you had to work.
I did, but my client canceled. Well, at least for now. Her husband is buying her expensive gifts and stuff, so she's forgiving him for the moment. Which means that now I don't have to work for the night, if you see where I'm going with this.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be great,
Oh, no.
but I got some bad news.
What?
I think Jerry Jacks is back.
Wait a minute. Do you think he has anything to do with the Balkan?
I don't know. Maybe. Dante actually thinks it's possible that Jerry is the Balkan.
Oh, come on. That's crazy.
Yeah, but Jerry, if he's back, that means you're in danger.
You have to admit, it's kind of a stretch for Siobhan to say that she hears the name Jack, and now all of a sudden everyone thinks it's Jerry Jacks.
Jacks, yeah, I know it's a long shot, but maybe, all the attention Jerry brought to himself was the perfect cover.
What are we saying? That he was in charge of this big European cartel all along?
I don't know. Maybe he's just a hired gun. He knows Port
Maybe.
Charles. He can get access to Brenda through Jacks. Maybe the Balkans paying him just like he was going to pay Ronan O'Reilly to grab Brenda.
I don't know, Jason. This is all a lot of
It
speculation.
is a lot of speculation, but if Jerry's involved, you're at risk. Jerry knows the best way to get my attention away from Brenda is to come after you.
I made it to Miss McCall's apartment. I was unable to make contact. Yes, Mr. Jacks. I understand what's at stake. When do you plan to arrive in Port Charles?
Port Charles right now.
Targeting Brenda, right? So why worry about me?
Well, because he knows how much you mean to me.
And it's very sweet. But you don't have to worry about me, Jason. You've got enough on your plate.
Jerry Jackson.
Jason, we don't even know if Jerry is connected to the Balkan
I
at all.
don't care. I don't want you at risk.
Well, if you're suggesting that I leave my place, you are out of your mind.
Yeah, you can
What?
stay at my place. What? What's up?
No.
Why?
Are you kidding me? You have a full house. You've got Brenda. Yeah, you've got Brenda. And she's in that pink room. You got Spinelli following her around like a little dog. You've got Maxie dropping in because she's so jealous, and Carly comes to stake her claim. You're out of your mind. I am
Keep
not
going through
staying
that
there.
list. I'm going to move out myself.
It would be nice. No, come on. Jason, you don't need to worry about me. You do what you need to do. I will be fine. This is my home, and I am not gonna let Jerry scare me out of
Yeah,
it.
but he nearly killed you.
Excuse me, he came a lot closer to killing you in Mexico. You're in danger
Okay,
too.
hold on. I can handle Jerry.
Yeah, well, guess what? So can I. And if he comes into my place, it's called trespassing, and I will shoot him.
But I couldn't take it if something happened to you.
Oh, really? Well, now you know how it feels to worry about somebody who says that they're going to be fine. You, who is bleeding and bloody and on his deathbed, is like, I'm fine.
I didn't do that, did I?
Really? No comment.
It's just Jerry couldn't be showing up at a worse time.
Is there ever a good
Well,
time?
Sonny and Brenda are getting back together, and that always messes with Sonny's head, and he starts making
don't
bad
do that.
decisions.
Sonny and Brenda
then
are
I-
adults. And if they want to screw up their lives, it's their fault. You're there to protect them from the Balkan. The rest is, that's up to them.
That's a good point.
Yes, it is. See? I told you my instincts are as good as yours.
Trust me, I do not want to leave.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. But Spinelli, I gotta get that guy to start working. It's ridiculous.
What are you talking about? He's pretty motivated when it comes to protecting Brenda.
No. See, that's the problem when it comes to Brenda. His brain turns to oatmeal. She yells organic lettuce, and the guy runs out of the house. It's ridiculous.
I think it's actually kind of sweet.
Well, you're not there 24 hours a day.
Thank the Lord. You checking my locks?
Yeah, checking the locks.
Baby. That's what this is for.
Just be careful, okay?
Okay.
Lock it.
Well.